Have you ever caught yourself thinking, what if something happened and no one was around to help? You're not alone in that thought, and it's not a sign of fear, it's a sign of wisdom. As we age, living independently becomes both a triumph and a challenge. Whether it's a slip in the bathroom, forgetting to take medication, or simply feeling unwell with no one nearby, these everyday moments can quickly turn serious if we're not prepared. And here's the thing, the last 2 tips in this video? 90% of seniors don't know them, and the biggest daily mistake most of us are making? It's quietly affecting our health every single day without us even realizing it. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and share so we can keep empowering our community. Every view, every share helps someone else stay safe and strong. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention: preparedness. Not the kind with bunkers and canned food, but the everyday kind habits that can quietly protect your life when no one else is around. The truth is, many of us value our independence, and rightfully so. But living alone, or even just spending long stretches of the day alone, comes with responsibilities that no one really prepares us for. Maybe your kids are grown and have lives of their own. Maybe you've lost a spouse, or you just prefer your own space. All of that is okay, but let's make sure you're not vulnerable. The habits we're covering today are simple, practical, and can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major emergency. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's go through 5 emergency habits that every senior should know, especially if you're living alone. Habit 1. Keep emergency contacts in one easy-to-find place. When an emergency strikes, whether it's a sudden fall, chest pain, or a power outage, every second count. In those moments, you might not have the time or presence of mind to scroll through your phone or search for names. That's why having your emergency contacts printed and placed in a visible spot is one of the most powerful habits you can build. It's simple, but it could save your life. Start by writing down your most important phone numbers. This should include a trusted family member or friend, your primary care doctor, your closest neighbor, local emergency services like 911, but also non-emergency numbers, any medical alert service or in-home nurse you rely on. Don't just save these numbers in your phone. Create a physical list, one that doesn't rely on batteries, signal, or screens. Use large, easy-to-read text and print multiple copies. Put one on your refrigerator, one by your bed, and one near your phone. If you use a walker or mobility aid, consider taping a laminated mini version onto it. Also, make sure to note any critical medical information next to the contacts. This includes allergies, medications you're currently taking, your blood type, if known, and any chronic conditions. In a worst-case scenario, if a paramedic or neighbor arrives to help, this list can guide them in making the right decisions quickly. Many seniors also benefit from having an ICE, in case of emergency, contact saved in their cell phone. Emergency responders are trained to check for this. You can label one of your contacts as ICE daughter, ICE neighbor, or something similar. This habit doesn't just serve you, it helps the people who care about you respond faster and more confidently if something goes wrong. And if you're living alone, it's one of the smartest safety nets you can set up. It shows you're thinking ahead, and you're giving yourself and your loved ones peace of mind. Remember, the more prepared you are, the less fear you'll feel. Emergencies may be unpredictable, but your response doesn't have to be. Habit 2. Create a go-to emergency bag. Imagine this. There's a fire in your building, a sudden power outage, or even an unexpected hospital visit. Would you be ready to leave in just a few minutes? Most of us aren't, and in a crisis, there's no time to pack. That's why every senior, especially those living alone, should have a go-to emergency bag ready to grab at a moment's notice. This bag doesn't need to be fancy. A small backpack or duffel bag will do just fine. What matters is what's inside. Start with the essentials, things you'd absolutely need if you had to leave home quickly or spend a night away unexpectedly. Here's a simple checklist to guide you. Medications, at least a 2 to 3 day supply in clearly labeled containers. Photocopies of medical documents, insurance cards, and a list of allergies or conditions, a copy of your emergency contacts list, a small flashlight with extra batteries, phone charger, and a power bank, pre-charged, basic hygiene items like toothbrush, toothpaste, wipes, and tissues, a spare pair of glasses if you use them, cash in small bills in case ATMs or card machines aren't working, a change of clothes and socks packed in a resealable plastic bag, a small bottle of water, and a couple of non-perishable snacks like granola bars. Once packed, store your bag near your front door or another easily accessible location. Don't bury it in a closet, it should be within reach. Every 3 months, take a few minutes to check that medications and food items haven't expired and that your documents are still accurate. You can also add a medical alert card or label to the outside of the bag so that if emergency responders find it, they'll know it's important. This habit gives you a huge advantage when time is short and stress is high. Instead of scrambling to gather things in the middle of an emergency, you'll already be one step ahead, calm, prepared, and ready to go. It's not just about being ready to leave, it's about taking control. And when you're prepared, it's not just safer, it's also a lot less scary. Habit 3. Learn one basic emergency skill that could save your life. Emergencies don't give warnings. One moment everything's fine, and the next, you're facing a fire, a power outage, or a medical crisis. In those critical first seconds, knowing even one emergency skill can make all the difference. For seniors, especially those living alone, this habit isn't just helpful, it's essential. Now, don't worry, this doesn't mean signing up for a survival course. You only need to learn one skill at a time, just one. Something simple, useful, and specific to your living situation. It could be as basic as knowing how to use a fire extinguisher, or how to stop bleeding with pressure if you get a deep cut while cooking. These skills are practical, life-saving, and surprisingly easy to learn. Here are a few great starter options. How to operate a fire extinguisher. Remember the acronym PASS, pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. How to apply direct pressure to stop bleeding. How to reset a tripped circuit breaker if the power goes out. How to turn off your home's gas or water supply in case of a leak. Hands-only CPR. No mouth-to-mouth, just firm chest compressions until help arrives. Pick the skill that feels most relevant or urgent. Maybe your kitchen has older wiring, or your water heater has had issues in the past. That's your starting point. Watch a video tutorial from a reliable source like the Red Cross, or ask a family member or neighbor to walk through it with you. The goal is to practice calmly, in a safe setting, until the action feels natural, not stressful. Once you've learned the skill, write it down. Create a skills reminder card and keep it somewhere visible on the fridge, next to your emergency numbers, or in your go bag. Seeing it often helps you retain it, and in a real emergency, it may even guide someone else in your home to take action. Even better, invite a friend or neighbor to learn with you. Practicing together turns something potentially intimidating into a fun, shared activity, and you'll hold each other accountable to keep learning. You may never need to use the skill you choose, but if you ever do, being prepared can give you peace of mind, confidence, and maybe even save a life, yours or someone else's. Habit 4. Have a home safety walkthrough. Many accidents at home can be easily prevented, but only if we take the time to identify potential hazards and make adjustments. The good news is, a home safety walkthrough is something everyone can do. No special tools or expensive equipment required. It's simply about taking a close look at your living space with a critical eye and making sure it's as safe as possible. This habit can help you avoid slips, falls, and other preventable accidents that are especially dangerous for seniors. Start by walking through each room in your home one by one. Keep in mind that older homes or apartments may have more risks. Here's what to look out for. 1. Clear pathways. Check that all walking paths are clear of clutter, loose rugs, or furniture that could cause trips. Move things that are in the way, like cords or chairs. Consider adding non-slip rugs or grip pads under carpets to prevent slipping. 2. Good lighting. Ensure that every room, hallway, and stairway is well lit. If any light bulbs are burnt out, replace them right away. Night lights in hallways and bathrooms are especially helpful for avoiding falls during the night. 3. Grab bars. In the bathroom, install grab bars near the toilet, in the shower, and by any other areas where you might need extra support. These simple tools can make all the difference in keeping you steady on your feet. 4. Fire safety. Make sure your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors are in working order. Test them once a month and change the batteries regularly. If you're unsure how, ask someone you trust to help you with this task. 5. Emergency escape plan. Plan an escape route in case of emergencies like fires. Ensure that doors and windows can be easily opened in case you need to get out quickly. Check that any lock mechanisms are still working properly and not too difficult to operate. 6. Secure heavy items. Ensure heavy furniture or appliances are securely fastened to the wall. This prevents the risk of them tipping over, especially if you're ever in a rush or need to move quickly. After your walkthrough, make a checklist of things that need improvement. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, just take small steps. If you can, ask a family member or friend to help with any tasks that are beyond your reach, like installing grab bars or securing heavy furniture. By regularly inspecting your home and addressing any issues, you reduce your risk of injury and create a safer, more comfortable living space. The peace of mind you gain from knowing your home is secure will help you feel confident and independent as you age. Habit 5. Set up a regular health check-in routine. As we age, our health becomes more important than ever. But sometimes it's easy to put off regular checkups or forget about small changes in our body that might be important. Setting up a regular health check-in routine ensures you stay on top of your health and can catch potential issues early before they become serious. It's all about consistency and making your health a priority, even when everything else in life feels busy or overwhelming. Here's how to establish a simple and effective routine for health check-ins. 1. Schedule regular doctor visits. Make it a habit to visit your primary care doctor at least once a year, even if you're feeling perfectly healthy. These visits help establish a baseline of your health and give your doctor the opportunity to spot any changes that might need attention. If you have ongoing conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes, follow up is recommended. Don't skip appointments, even if things feel stable. 2. Track your medications. Write down all the medications you take and keep them updated. This is important for your doctors and pharmacists, especially if you visit different healthcare providers. A simple medication organizer can help you keep track of when to take each medicine, and you can even set up reminders on your phone or with a caregiver. 3. Monitor your symptoms. Pay attention to any small changes in your body. Are you feeling more tired than usual? Have you noticed any new aches, pains, or changes in your appetite? Keeping track of these subtle shifts can be helpful in spotting potential health concerns early. Consider keeping a health journal where you can jot down things you notice, such as sleep patterns, energy levels, or any changes in your mood. This can be very helpful during doctor visits. 4. Blood pressure and weight monitoring. If your doctor recommends it, invest in a simple home blood pressure monitor or digital scale to check your blood pressure or weight regularly. You don't need to take readings every day, but weekly or bi-weekly check-ins can give you useful insights into how your body is doing. If there's a noticeable change in your numbers, it's an easy way to catch an issue before it escalates. 5. Stay on top of screenings. Certain screenings, like mammograms, colonoscopies, and eye exams, are important at different stages of life. Make sure you are up to date with your screenings and don't hesitate to ask your doctor about what you need. If you're unsure which ones are necessary for you, start the conversation. Many insurance plans cover these at little or no cost. 6. Ask for help when you need it. Lastly, don't hesitate to lean on others. Ask a trusted friend, family member, or even a caregiver to help keep track of your appointments or remind you to take medications. Having someone who checks in on you regularly can make all the difference in keeping your health a top priority. Having a regular check-in routine doesn't just help catch health issues early, it also gives you peace of mind. It's a way to stay proactive about your health rather than reactive. By staying on top of your health, you can continue to enjoy your life to the fullest, feeling confident in the knowledge that you are doing everything you can to take care of yourself. So, let's bring it all together. You've just learned 5 powerful habits. Simple, practical, and potentially life-saving. These aren't just tips. These are daily lifelines that give you more control, confidence, and peace of mind as you move through each day. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to master them all at once. Start with one, just one. Maybe tonight, before bed, you do your first night sweep. Tomorrow, you write your medic-ready wallet card. By next week, you've got your emergency stations set up and your morning check-in routine going strong. This is your time in life to feel strong, prepared, and capable, not worried or unsure. We often talk about aging like it's a downhill slide. But here's the truth. Aging isn't about decline, it's about refining. You've gathered decades of wisdom, survived life's storms, and now, more than ever, you deserve a life of safety, dignity, and independence. Let these small habits become your quiet superpowers. They may seem simple, but they're the kind of small things that add up to big outcomes. And remember, you're never truly alone. There's a whole community out there, just like you, wise, experienced, and ready to support each other. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly hope these habits bring more comfort, safety, and ease into your life. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, neighbor, or loved one. Let's keep building a warm, supportive community where we can all age with strength, joy, and purpose. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and stay inspired. You've got this.